Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, I'm still sowing more and more seeds. The ones that I had removed from the home into the greenhouse, some of them I had to bring in. But these are the new ones that I've recently sown seeds for. And also, of course, it's some of my sweet potato slips. But I've got more broccoli, more collards. I've sown seeds for um, marigolds, and what else? Cosmos, and also sunflowers, zinnias. I've sown seeds for bunching onions. Over here I have celery, and there's some peppers down here on the bottom. More peppers over here, some corn that have come up, and now I'm going to take you and show you the ones that I have in my den that I brought in due to the cold weather here in Tennessee, growing zone 7A. And here I have a lot of my tomatoes, and as you can see, they were doing really well in the greenhouse, but then when it got really cold and I had to bring them in, they weren't getting sufficient water or sunlight, partly my fault. But this is the reason why I sow a lot of seeds. One, because you're going to lose some of them. As you see here, I'm not sure if these are gonna perk back up or not, but I sow a lot of seeds just for this reason. And then those that are extra, I usually try to sell at the farmer's market. And then below this little table here, there's some more. These are my herbs. Here I have basil, some kale, parsley, sage in these little cells here. And then guys, over here, I have placed all of these seedlings here on my bar counter. And I really can't wait until I can get these into the garden outside, because they are not getting sufficient sunlight. And at least with the greenhouse, they're getting sufficient sunlight and they were growing very well. But because of the temporary cold spell, hopefully it's temporary, I had to bring them in, and they're a little neglected due to insufficient sunlight. But hopefully they'll hold on for a couple of more weeks. Guys, I'm out in the garden and I've been laying down more cardboard until I can mulch these areas with the wood chips. Each time I go to Dollar General Market or to Dollar Tree, I'm usually collecting boxes. And this year, for some reason, all of my 18-gallon totes are starting to just easily just break off. Anywhere you touch it, it's breaking. So I'm repurposing that soil and adding it to the raised beds. And I'm going to replace those containers with another type. But as you can see, we have cleaned out this bed over here. And Ava stated that she wanted one of the raised beds so that she can grow some food that she would like to have for her family. So I told her she's welcome to have this one. And she's already started diagramming what she's going to plant and where she's going to place it. And then I've been over in this herb bed cleaning it out, and as you can see, the oregano wants to take over the entire bed. But I'm going to be digging a lot of this out and limiting, because I don't need this much oregano. And originally when I planted this bed, I only had 2 plants of oregano, and you can see how it just spreads like a ground cover. So probably the next time, if I ever need oregano, I wouldn't put it in a raised bed. I would put it in a pot. But being that this one is here, I'm going to have to contain it and keep, digging out areas where it's trying to take over. In this bed, I also have some garlic. And on this side, I see where I have some onions. that have come up, and I don't remember planting them there, so it could have been some seeds that dropped, and as you can see, it's trying to come up, but some of them are quite close together, which makes me think that it must have been some seeds that dropped in that area. But I'm just continuing to clean up in anticipation of my spring garden. I have one more bed over here in the back to clean up, and that will be it as far as cleaning the beds. And then I'll start mulching all of these areas in between the raised beds with my nice pile of wood chips over there. And it's this bed here. Last year I planted my onion in this bed, and as you can see, we must have left behind 3 of them from last year, or either they didn't do well last year and they're coming up now. But this is the last bed that I'll need to clean up, and most of the beds are looking like it needs additional soil, so that means I'll be making a purchase of more soil, hopefully to find the busted bags that you can get at a reduced cost. If not, then I'll have to end up waiting for a sale on garden soil, which usually comes anyway in early spring. But just wanted to come on and share with you what I'm doing today. It's quite cold out here today, so I'm not going to be too long. But each time on the weekend that I have a chance to get in the garden, I try to do a little bit each time. And so now this is one more bed cleaned and one more to go. Thank you for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.